Thanks for joining me today. This is a continuation of the Forcepoint Cloud Web Implementation series. In this video, we will download and install the Forcepoint 1 endpoint agent in Proxy Connect mode. We will also download and install the SSL certificate that is required to perform SSL or HTTPS inspection. This will be a purely cloud-only endpoint installation. If you have any questions during this video, feel free to leave them in the comments section below, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Enjoy! To begin, let's check to make sure that the cloud is configured to work with the endpoint. Let's navigate over to the Web, Settings, Endpoint section. Once you are on this screen, we will need to configure the default endpoint policy, which is the policy that will be assigned to the user if they do not have another policy assigned to them. The next section is the deployment settings. Here we are going to find the WSCONTEXT field that we are going to use when we install the endpoint agent. Go ahead and take a moment to put this somewhere for later reference. In this section, we will also see the Set Anti-Tampering Password button. The anti-tampering password is what we will use to install and uninstall the endpoint agent. Let's go ahead and set the password. Make sure that you keep track of this password since we will need it to do the install later. After we have set the anti-tampering password, we need to download the endpoint package. The section here titled Endpoint Client Download is where we can do this. For this video, we will be installing the Proxy Connect endpoint for Windows 64-bit. The installation process for the Direct Connect endpoint is fairly similar to the process that we will go through in this video, but we will dedicate another video specifically to that endpoint, so keep an eye out for that. If you are unsure about which endpoint agent you should use, then please refer back to the Forcepoint Web Security Cloud Deployments video in this series for more information on each endpoint. In the description below, you will also find the article titled Forcepoint Endpoints that will provide you more information on each endpoint. So now let's get back to it. We will select the Proxy Connect endpoint type in the platform for Windows 64-bit from the dropdown. Then we will select the available version link, which will start the download. Save this file. While the endpoint is downloading, let's go ahead and download the SSL certificate that we will deploy to the user's machines. Let's navigate over to Web, Policies, Default, Web Categories. On this screen, we will see the option at the top to download the certificate by clicking on the link that says Forcepoint LLC Root Certificate. This will open the certificate up in a new window, where we will want to copy the contents and save it as a .crt from Notepad. Once the endpoint has been downloaded and the certificate has been saved, let's move these two files over to the user's machine that you will install the endpoint onto. At this point, I think it's important to discuss that we will be manually installing the endpoint onto this user's machine, but this is just to show you the process. In larger environments, you will want to use another tool like SCCM or GPO to push these endpoints out to your users. For information on that process, please refer to the articles below titled Deploy Endpoint through SCCM and Deploy Endpoint through GPO. Now that we have moved the endpoint over to the client machine, let's go ahead and extract the zip file. Inside of this folder, we can see a setup.exe, but what we're going to do is run a command that will manually install the endpoint on this machine. At this point, let's make sure we're either logged in as the administrator or that we have access to administrator credentials. So now let's grab that WSCONTEXT string that we copied earlier and copy it to a notepad here on this machine. We will also need to copy over the installation command. If you look in the description of this video, you will see the default installation string. You can also find this in the article titled Forcepoint Endpoint Installation and Deployment on page 42. Once you have copied over the WSCONTEXT and the installation string, let's modify the installation command for your installation. In the default command, you can see the WSCONTEXT equals token. The token field must be replaced with your unique WSCONTEXT string. This string is specific to your account, so let's make sure that you're using the one from your endpoint account page that we copied earlier. Now, your string should look like mine on the screen, but with your WSCONTEXT instead of mine. Now we're ready to install the endpoint, but let's take a moment to discuss the modifiers that are available for this command. If we add the modifier /qn to the command like this, you should see it on your screen, then we will be able to silently install the endpoint agent, meaning that we will not be presented with a pop-up to walk through the installation. If we add the modifier /norestart to the command like this, you should see it on your screen, then the user's machine will not restart after the endpoint installation has been completed. If you add both the /qn and the /norestart modifier to the command like this, you should see it on your screen, then the endpoint will be installed silently and will not reboot the user's machine after the installation. Now that we have discussed that, let's go ahead and install this endpoint on the machine. Open a command prompt window as administrator and navigate to the endpoint folder that we extracted earlier. Mine is on the desktop, so I will need to navigate to the desktop through the command prompt window. Once we're here, we are going to copy and paste the installation command into the command prompt window, then hit enter. Once this command runs, we will be presented with the installation setup. Here, we can select the installation directory and then finish the install. Once the installation completes, you should see the Forcepoint icon in the taskbar on the bottom right. Before we can test the web filtering, we need to deploy the SSL certificate to this machine. Let's do this by opening Internet Explorer. Then navigate to the Options cogwheel in the top right and select Internet Options. We will navigate to the Content tab, then select the Certificates button. In the Certificates window, we will click on the Trusted Root Authority tab and click the Import button at the bottom. We will navigate to the Cloud Root certificate that we copied over to this client machine. Then click Open. Make sure to place the certificate into the Trusted Root Certification Authority store. Then click Finish. Now we can navigate to different websites on the internet to see if we are actually being filtered correctly. If we go to HTTPS websites now that we have installed the SSL certificate, then we should not be presented with any errors. You should also be able to get block pages if you navigate to a website that you are not supposed to have access to. Thanks for watching this video where we were able to download and install the Forcepoint 1 endpoint agent in Proxy Connect mode. We were also able to download and install the SSL certificate that is required to perform SSL or HTTPS inspection. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below or reach out to your account manager for more assistance. If you would like to see more of these videos, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe to be alerted when more videos are posted. See you next time.